Shalom.
Thank you for joining us here at S.O.W. Stream of Wisdom.
That was bad.
Yeah, but you know.
I didn't give us no warning. Countdown.
Right?
Nothing. Man, he just threw us in there.
Yeah.
Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
Here we go.
Hey, I said go with his tribe. You fine.
Ready. Instant in season
There you go.
and out of season.
Alright.
This was out of season right there. But we had to be instant. So, yeah, we're together. Another Wednesday class here in Houston. Let's make sure we get the link out if it hasn't been sent out. Anybody that's subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure you got the bell icon turned on so that you get the notifications when we start class. All right.
Like I said, real quick.
We do have a. Did we get what day that feast day was again?
The 10th.
10th. So September 10th, we have an upcoming feast day, Feast of Trumpets. So get ready. Get ready. Feast season is nearly upon us. Get your big boy pants on, your big girl skirts on. Get that one that where you can loosen it up because your belly is gonna be poking. You know, don't wear the fitted shirt. You gotta wear a little bit looser shirt. You know, the one that you don't have to do like this to. You know, y'all trying to cover up the belly and you doing like this.
I haven't done that in a while, so.
Hey, this dude is strong. He's definitely strong. I'm like, so you have no idea. Like, I'm very happy for Qatazap on many different levels. I'm happy. Man, look at this dude.
Trying to get fit.
Fit?
It's all stress.
Right? No, that's the cortisol. That keeps the gut.
What's
That's
up?
cortisol.
It's doing something different for me.
Yeah, so we got that feast day coming up. You know, after that is just gonna be another, then another, then another. So, you know, we're gonna have a good old time throughout the rest of this year. We got a good class. Qatazap is coming with what his name is. The
Hey.
heat.
Oh no, I'm just chilling. You good?
Kind.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I was just making sure. I think you centered it a little bit more.
Huh?
You good?
Yeah, kind.
Okay. So, what are we doing? Part two of last week's class, which was, what are we going over? We're going over marriage, right? Once again, a few weeks ago, we went over a sister that's looking to be married, what she's supposed to be looking for in the Israelite man that she's looking to marry. And so now we're taking another page and turning it and showing these men, right, young up and coming brothers and even older men, what you should be looking for, right? What type of woman you should be looking for to call your wife. And then also, if you're really paying attention, the things that we're going over is not just wife stuff. It's not just, oh, these are the only, it just qualifies you for a wife and then that's it. These things qualify you to be a proper sister and a proper brother. So if you are currently a wife and the things that we're going over, you're not exemplifying, well then you can change, right? You can examine yourself like the scriptures say, take the information and then walk inside of the information. Walk with it. Let the information soothe you. Let it raise you. Let it, what did it say? The engrafted word?
Yes.
Receiving the engrafted word with all humility. Right?
Engrafted word.
Yeah, let it engraft into your spirit. That way what? You can be a better wife to your current situation, your current husband, your current and only husband, right? You can be a better man to your current wife, your future wife, or if you're just a single sister, you can be you can start to become that wife to your future esposa, right? You're espoused, right? So last week we touched on a little intro, just again, what is it that brothers are supposed to be looking for when dealing with these women, right? And what are you supposed to be identifying? What characteristics and traits do you want to identify? Well, can two walk together, at least they be in agreement? Amos 3:3. You're supposed to be trying to identify the traits in her that you have in you. So why am I saying it like that? Because you don't want to try to hold someone to an account that you're not holding yourself. I think I said it last week. Many brothers want these godly wives. She got to be righteous. I need her to be locked in, but you ain't locked in.
Right.
You want this godly woman, but you're not exemplifying that level of godliness and standard that's required from your side of the fence, right? From your duty. You're not holding yourself to the high account, so you can't hold someone to an account that you're not ready to fulfill, or that you're not already fulfilling. Can two walk together, at least they be in agreement. What you'll tend to do after a while is you'll start to make yourself a hypocrite, right? You'll start to become hypocritical because you'll demand and exact from this woman a high level and a high standard, but she'll be able to poke holes through your standard. She'll be able to, you telling me to study, but I don't ever see you study. I know what you be doing on the phone all night. You ain't studying. I never see you open up your Bible. But I be on the phone studying and sitting, nah, you be listening to TikTok. You always on the video game. You always telling me how I need to get my spirit in line, but you always talking behind the scenes about the brothers. Yeah, you always go like when the brothers counsel you, you go against the counsel. Why? Because she's going to be your greatest counterpart to be able to look and see what it is you're saying as opposed to what you're doing. And if you're saying one thing and doing another, guess what? Who's going to be the first one to call you out?
Thy neighbor.
Yeah, that woman. She don't call your ass out. Why? Because when you put her on the hot spot, her way out of the hot spot is to put you reverse Uno card. You see what I'm saying? Reverse Uno on you. Boom.
B-flex.
Yeah, and you back on the hot. So why do you want to get someone that's aligned in your mind? That way when they come into your space and we start to walk, no one is being hypocritical. And no one is asking too much of the other person than what they're willing to give. Con?
Right.
Okay. So we touched on Word document this. We touched on a few things last week, but just identifying that God-fearing woman, where we went into like the exterior, her look, beauty is vain, right? I'm gonna use the word charm, but favor is deceitful. So we went into examining and trying to get brothers to look past the woman's exterior. You got to get up under the hood, right? You got to get up under the hood. You know how people sell you the car on Craigslist? It'd be nice and shiny. They put brand new everything on the outside. They shot up the rim.
Yep.
But then when you open up that hood, it's leaking. The carburetor's missing, whatever. It's dirty. Yeah, the carburetor, right? That's an old car. It's dirty. They're trying to sell you a lemon. So our job as men is to get past the outside, because that can be fixed up. Get past when she wants to favor you and talk good to you because it benefits her. What is she really like? So we explored and talked about that. And then what else did we talk about? How we're supposed to shift our vision from, again, looking at the exterior, now going into this woman's mind. And one of the ways we get into her mind and we really see what she's about is when we allow her, when we allow ourselves time as men to develop the relationship, and we get to see how she moves around her parents, how she moves around her family, how she moves around, what type of friends prior to you did she keep, right? Because it says, It says a man shall cleave to his like. Right? It says a man shall cleave to his like. So, what type of friends did she keep before she got with me? And this should be standard practice even in the world, man. If they was dating right and doing the right things, you'd be looking like, wait, so she got a gang of homosexual friends?
God.
How is that gonna play out? So when we go on date nights with friends, it's gonna be me with a bunch of homosexual couples?
Her best friend's a trans.
Or her best friend's a trans guy? What's he waiting on? What information is he going to deliver when things get rocky? Who are her counselors? Right? Who's her counselors? Who did she go to when she needed advice? These are all important. Right? Hey, tell them to tone it down, or tell them to come sit up here and tone it down. Right? Who is she going to for advice? Who is she counseling with? Was her father around? Was her mother around? And if they were around, what's their interaction? What's that relationship like? Does she despise her father? Does she reject his words? Because didn't we go to, I feel like one of the coldest scriptures that night we went to. Somebody give me this. Give me a go to Ecclesiastes 22 and verse 5. 22 and verse, start at verse 3. This is what we ended off on. I feel like this was a real good scripture that we ended off on. Right? Go ahead, read it real quick. This is just recapping last week's class. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 22, verse 3.
Uh-huh.
An evil nurtured son is the dishonor of his father that begot him.
Go ahead.
And a foolish daughter is born to his loss.
Right. Does the father feel like, man, she's a loss. She's a waste. She's a waste woman. I wasted my time. I invested, but she out here just living all willy-nilly. It's a waste. And they'll treat her like a waste. That's the point. They'll treat her like a wasted soul. Because the scriptures say, take no thought into ungodly children. Right? It says, believe not in their lives. It's a waste, man. Go ahead.
A wise daughter shall bring an inheritance to her husband.
Where does she get that inheritance from? From her father, from her mother. But if they don't feel like they want to give her an inheritance, because why? Well, she didn't follow our instructions.
Yeah, she's gonna spend it on BBLs and breast implants.
Yeah, all she's about is the carnal and vanity. So we don't feel good with giving her any investment, what's the word?
Inheritance.
Any inheritance. We ain't signing no house over to her. We ain't giving her no money. We ain't helping her with no college. We're not doing anything by way of inheritance or investing into her, because she's a waste. But you won't find these things out until you dive deep into conversation with these women. You want to dive deep into something else, dive deep into that mind, and then you'll understand, wait a minute, is she a wise woman? Is she a God-fearing woman? Has she directed her relationships thus to this point? And the most important relationships are her parents. Now, granted, she may not have a mother or a father or one or the other, but there was somebody there to help raise this woman. And did she reject their guidance? And that's what you're looking for, because if she rejects their guidance, go ahead.
But she that liveth dishonestly
Go ahead.
is her father's heaviness.
Read verse 5.
She that is bold
Was she
dishonoreth.
bold in them streets? Was she bold twerking in the club? Twerking online, Instagram, twerking, showing all the goods? Just bold? Nobody can't tell me nothing, head popping? What's her digital footprint? See, these are the clues, man. They'll tell you who they are just off of Instagram. Let me see your Instagram. Who you entertaining? What you entertaining? How you moving on Instagram? You modest in person, but on Instagram you a harlot? You got that harlot's personality? It says, she that is bold doeth what?
Dishonoreth both her father and her husband.
Yeah, she's gonna dishonor her father, and then the next one she'll dishonor is her husband. So you don't need to search hard to really understand how this young woman or any woman is raised. And it's one thing to be raised a certain way, but then what does she hold to? Right? What does she hold on to? Did she hold on to the boldness of the world and what they taught her, or did she hold on to at least some instruction from her parents? Right? And you know why this is super important? Because we're at the place now where all the brothers that was in the truth 20 years ago, 30 years ago, guess what they got? Sons, daughters. Guess what they did? Try to raise their sons and daughters in the truth. Right? So you got another generation of men and women coming up, and they're trying to get into these relationships. But now you get to see who actually was valuable and who didn't. Come on, there's bros, listen, remember, I've been around for a minute. And there's bros that was around way back 20 years ago with me. They got kids now. Their kids is online with a blunt in their hand. Their daughters is online with spandex tighter than anything I've ever seen. And I'm not even making it up. Because why? The parents decided to fall off. So that in turn allowed the children to fall off. So you can't expect for that young girl in her early 20s to now go get a proper man. She gonna get somebody that's in the world. Right? She gonna have to deal with somebody that's in the world, because a proper young, properly instructed Israelite man is not gonna try to deal with her. It don't matter what her daddy did 20 years ago. It's what she's doing now. What's her footprint? It looks crazy. Her footprint the footprint digitally looks like Cardi B, the Megan Thee Stallion. It looks like that, or just a regular little hood demon. Cause that's really what it translates to. I'm just like a hood rat. I'm ratchet, right? So it's up to us as men, as the suitors, right? That's what a whole betrothal stage is for. Is to see, man, am I ready to put on this woman's problems? Am I ready to deal with her daddy issues, her daddy scar, her mama scar? Because you know we be having them, right? But think about it. How many of us went through things, even in our older generation, and sat down and had some real counseling? Not a lot of us. And got those things out of us. Not a lot of us. But then you hop into relationships and then you bleed on your rib. You hop into relationships, you just bleed all over your husband. Right? Your scars, your mama scar, your daddy scar, it just leaks all over them. And then what? You got two wounded people in a relationship trying to keep it together. We got enough wisdom, enough knowledge, and enough understanding to be able to bandage up those wounds, stop wounding the children, and then allowing them to have a better head start. So this is what these classes are about. How do we get a better head start? So last week was session 1. This is session 2. You can title it session 2, Pillars of Virtues, core biblical attributes to seek. Right? So, you know, the title that's on YouTube, Brothers Before You Marry First, session 2. And then you can put what I just said, Pillars of Virtue, core biblical attributes to seek. Fall in silence, like it. Because what does it say about a wife? Doesn't it call her something? According to the title? Doesn't it call her? Doesn't it call her
virtue? Virtuous woman.
Yeah. What? Qatazap.
A pillar of rest.
Yeah. Find me the scripture. Damn, am I tripping? I can't even find it.
Wow.
Somebody find it for me. Bible calls a wife a pillar of rest. Right? Where we at?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 36, verse 24.
Right. Yeah, am I spelling it wrong or something? I know it's there. Ecclesiasticus 36, right? In verse
24.
24. Go ahead.
He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession,
Uh-huh.
a help like unto himself,
Come on.
and a pillar of rest.
And they what?
Pillar of rest.
Right. So he that getteth a wife, you're getting something. And this is what you got to understand. You're getting something that has different attributes attached to it. Most men just get a female. That's it. They just get a female. You just get a female version of yourself. Right? You just get a female. You just get something that's the opposite of you. Now, a wife and a woman is something that has to be taught. But to be a female, any woman can do that, right? They get out, they out the womb, they grow up a little bit, they start their menstrual cycle, they grow breasts, they grow long hair. That's a female. But a wife has to be, those virtues have to be instilled. A woman, those virtues have to be instilled into a young lady. So you're looking to see, wait a minute, I'm trying to be with this woman. Has these virtues been instilled in her? And if not, why? And then, am I going to take the time to now have to do that? And what's that going to be like? Well, just remember, if she rejected her father or the father figure, she's going to reject you at some point. Because discipline is something that's learned through time. And it's hard to train an undisciplined person in their old age. Train up a child in the way that they shall go, and they shall what not? What? They shall not depart. So if I'm trained to be undisciplined and to be unyielding, if I was trained in that, if I trained myself in that throughout my youth, when I get old, what am I going to be? Undisciplined and unyielding. And on top of old age, on top of being prideful. That's why taking your time is very, so you can understand, do I need to separate from this situation? Or is this something that I'm willing to, go through for this person? So, pillars of virtue, right? It says, for one, a woman is supposed to be a wife is a pillar of rest to her husband, right? So, pillar number one. Oh. Pillar number one goes into, you're right, pillar one. So these are, what does a pillar do? Let's start there real quick. What does a pillar do? What is its function? Yes, ma'am.
To hold something up.
To hold something up, right? The pillars of a building is what the building is able to rest on. The roof, the walls. Once you anchor those pillars in, then what are you able to do? You're able to build around the house, right? Windows, doors, and everything. And not only can you build, but then hopefully those pillars don't move, and everything is supposed to be firm and sturdy throughout. So if we're talking about the pillars of this woman, then basically these are the things that her spirit are founded on, right? These would be the attributes where you can say, damn, she got a good spirit because this is where she's at when it comes to this attribute. So the first two I want to talk about is discretion and counsel. Now, why is discretion such a huge pillar that every sister in the nation of Israel should exemplify? First of all, who can tell me what discretion is? You can look it up, or you come on top of your dome. Who knows what does it mean to be or to have discretion or to be discreet? Y'all online can participate too. Listen, I ain't gonna lie, man. I got a few hours of sleep, so I know I'm kind of turned down. Yeah. Just a little bit,
I got something.
something, we just chilling today.
Just on what you're talking about, the
Yeah.
pillars.
Pillars support the structure, right, go ahead.
So a functional pillar,
Yeah,
it's like a pillar that the building just can't hold up without it.
right. You got load-bearing pillars
Right.
or walls, they say, well, go ahead, yep.
So, but then this pillar, if this pillar is out the way, the whole roof is gonna be lopsided and fall down on that side of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it's in the middle, the house is gonna cave in, or the building or structure. So I looked up functional pillar to see what kind of definition can come up for that. It says a functional pillar is a core specializing support area within a system, business, or framework that performs a specific duty to keep the entire structure stable and working.
See that? So it's something that you build around and it keeps everything stable and working. Right? It's something you can build off of. So, who got something for discretion? What did Bakar say? Bakar, pillar support the structure. Yeah, Khan. Yep. Who got anything? Anything.
Khan.
Carefulness that you take in on what you say, or the carefulness that you take on what you say or do. That was Qatazap's definition, which is a good definition. You're careful in how you deal, and how you talk, and what you say, and what you do. There's discretion, right? What you got? Tahar, you got something?
Yeah, it says that it's a two-part for discretion. Means the freedom or power to make choices and decisions based on your own judgment. It also means the care you take in what you say or do to keep secrets safe and avoid causing upset.
Right. What did Bakar put? Discreet means to be careful with your words and actions so you don't draw unwanted attention, upset others, or share secrets. Yeah. So why is discretion like number one when it comes to a woman? I mean, discretion is high on a man's totem pole too when it comes to just a man, how he should be. Discretion, right? The scriptures say, discretion shall keep thee, right? Being discreet, discernment shall keep thee, discretion shall preserve thee. Because you got to know how to deal with people the proper way. What is the one thing that we're learning is people have discretionary discretion, meaning I'll be discreet in public. Discretionary discretion, I just made that up. I'll be discreet in public, but when I get home in private, there is no discretion. When we get home and it's just me and you, there is no watching what I say. I'm only doing that because I don't want to be looked at a certain way.
Damn, Pharisee, Sadducee, hypocrite.
So what are you trying to see about this woman? How high is her discretion? Is she the same across the board? Is she the same across the board, meaning it don't matter who we're around? Remember, we talked about this last week, right? About moving one way with the crowd, but then moving another way by yourself with your husband or with a brother. And what does it show about that person? That they don't really fear the Most High. They only fear the eyes of men, like the scriptures tell us in Ecclesiastes, right? So what are you looking for in this woman as far as discretion? You're trying to see, wait a minute, when we by ourselves, is she different than when she's in the crowd? Because that's going to be a problem, right? Because disrespect by yourself is disrespect, regardless. Disrespect is disrespect. Lack of discretion is lack of discretion, right? Go to Ecclesiastes real quick. Go to Ecclesiastes 27 and verse 12. Watch this. Read verse 11.
Ecclesiastes chapter 27, verse 11.
Go ahead.
The discourse of a godly man is always with wisdom.
Why? Because he has discretion. He's being discreet in his talk. He's knowing what to say, when to say it, how to say it, what tone, what levels, what words. He's thinking about what he's saying. Go ahead.
But a fool changes as the moon.
A fool does what?
Changes as the
So
moon.
you're trying to look and see, is this woman a godly woman with wisdom? Or is she a fool that's changing as the moon? When we by ourselves, she the full moon. Yeah.
You got bars.
Yeah. But around everybody else, she the no moon. Right? She a ghost. Nobody knows, nobody sees her. She's all nice and tender.
Yeah.
But when it's just us, she a werewolf. Oh. Right? That full moon. What moon is she? Well, we want to be consistent. We want a consistent relationship. We want consistent action. We want consistent speech. We want consistent wisdom. So that's what I'm trying to explore. Right? But it takes a time to be able to get to that place where, okay, now we're by ourselves and we're dealing, and we're in the crowd and we're dealing. It takes time. And a lot of brothers shoot themselves in the foot and cut yourselves off because you don't let that time and that patience work its perfect work. You get impatient, and then it's like, man, she be disrespecting me at the house. And it's like, well, when did that start? When did the disrespect start? Right after I laid with her? Well, yeah. And how long did that take after you met her? A couple of months? Well, you didn't give it long enough. You didn't let any situation happen to where now we could see where she's at. Y'all understand? So you can't be mad that she's actually being who she is. You just didn't figure out who she was. It's just like sisters. You can't be mad when he does what he does. He tricked me. But how long did it take for him to trick you? 2 weeks? How long did the trick go? How long did he manipulate? You know what I'm saying? Like, how long did it take? Right? And why didn't you pick up on the tricks? Well, because you didn't wait long enough, because you didn't have enough discretion, right? You didn't have enough patience. Go ahead.
Verse 12. If thou be among the indiscreet.
If thou what?
Be among the indiscreet.
Those are the fools, the indiscreet. They don't know when to say, what to say, and how to say it. They don't know the who, what, where, whens, and whys. They don't care. They just bopping off at the mouth. Every little thing they hear, they trying to repeat it. Go ahead.
Observe the time.
Do what?
Observe the time.
Yeah. So your job as a man is to figure out, has this woman been around the indiscreet for a majority of her life? Has she been moving in indiscretion with no hedge about her for her life? Now, am I going to be powerful enough? Am I going to be spiritual enough? Do I got enough gospel in me? Do I got enough bars in me to be able to combat her mouth? Or is she gonna do what it says in Ecclesiastes?
Drive away the enemy?
No, that's in Proverbs. Where's the one where it says, much words to a quiet man?
Oh, that's 25, ain't it?
Right? Is she gonna be able to? Oh no, you're right. That is Proverbs 26. That is Ecclesiastes. You're right. 26 and 27. Where's it at? Where it says, a woman with many words to a quiet man, right? Is she going to be that woman where she wears you down? She makes weak hands and feeble knees. Like, these are the things you have to assess as a man. You got to know. The scriptures say, before you go to war, count the cost. Before any endeavor, counsel. But you know what tends to happen? We look past her mouth because we know it's there. We know she's feisty.
It's 25 and 20.
Okay, you're gonna read it in a minute. We know she's feisty. And what you do, you say, I can live with it because she's beautiful. I can live with it because, man, I can't wait to lay down. I can live with it because she cooked me a good ass meal. You start to trade things off where there's no trade-off. What the hell you trading? Did David make trades? But when his woman got out of pocket, he put her ass away for a while. Said she was childless, right? McCall?
Done.
He didn't trade. Oh well, she cooked good, so I'm gonna put up with her mouth.
Was she pretty?
Or she pretty, or because Saul gave her to me. Nah, he said, bro, yo, who's you? And shut her up. And got her out the way and kept going with life. He didn't bow to that. But we tend to do that. And this is a warning to young men that haven't even been in relationships that are endeavoring. You're not supposed to trade off her negative for some positive. Well, because she cooks good, she can talk to me crazy. That's wild. Or because she clean good, or because she got a nice little small body, or because of this, or because of that, oh, I'm supposed to put up. That's just part of the territory. No, it ain't. Hell no, it ain't. That ain't part of the territory. Right? Go to anywhere else in this damn world, man, and these men have their women respecting them. The white woman ain't running around disrespecting her white man. No. She's reforming her whole life to whatever he wants. The Indian woman, right, Elam, they're not disrespecting their men and talking crazy and moving with no discretion. Chinese women ain't moving with no discretion. All you got to do is just look. They are there with their husband, and they are that help. They are on the side of him, waiting for him to say, okay, look, boom. They're not disrespecting. You know, when the last time you seen a Chinese woman disrespecting her man in public? On TikTok, whatever. I'm talking about a traditional Chinese woman online going in on her husband. Last time you seen it? Or an Indian man, or a Middle Eastern man. When the last time you seen that? But guess what? It's TikToks all over the place and Instagrams all over the place of young black women treating young black men like boys. Partly because both of them ain't got no training. He didn't know what to look for in a woman. She didn't have people raising her as a proper woman. He didn't have no daddy raising him as a man. He ain't got no backbone. She got all the backbone. We the only ones, man, that trade off a meal for disrespect. We the only ones that trade off, oh, she did my laundry, so I gotta put up with her attitude. Hell nah. You better learn how to cook and do laundry. That's why I know how to cook and do laundry. My mom said, look, you don't learn how to do this because there ain't no trade-off. Don't depend on a woman to do this. That's what my mama taught me. How to cook, how to sew, how to clean, how to do laundry. Because she said you're not gonna be prisoner to no woman being disrespectful because you need these things done. You're gonna learn it. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. Because I'm not gonna be disrespected because you can cook a meal or because you can do laundry. I know how to cook too, and do laundry too, and clean too, and fix things too, and take care of kids too, and comb hair too, and do all the things you know how to do. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And that's the point. So
that's like what was said in Proverbs 31.
We don't go there, but go ahead.
Give not thy strength to a woman.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you go. Yeah, you go.
Yeah, let's just grab it real quick. Proverbs 31 and verse 3.
Verse 3, yep.
Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 3.
Right.
Give not thy strength unto a woman, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
Now, everything that Qatazap was labeling, a man being able to do or handle himself in all these different ways and not having to rely on a woman for these things. It's not, oh, I'm a strong, independent man type vibe. No. It's being able to handle things on your own so no one else can have power over you in that area. And in this instance, it's saying don't give your power to a woman, saying that I can't do this without you. The show can't go on without you. Oh, baby, please. I'm gonna compromise my standards. I'm gonna compromise my way of living. I'm gonna compromise my belief. Didn't Solomon do that? He compromised his belief.
Yeah.
for the women.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And brothers will compromise themselves day after day and be dying inside, but have a strong beard, fringes, and strong salutes. But inside their house, they're dying. Inside, they're dying because they've given up their strength in so many different ways to someone that was supposed to be a pillar. But like Qatazap is going into, you ignored all the red flags in the beginning, or you didn't even know what to look for in the beginning.
You didn't know that her lack of discretion was going to drain you. Go back to that one in 25 and verse 20.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 20.
Uh-huh.
As the climbing up a sandy way
Right.
is to the feet of the age, so is the wife full of words to a quiet man.
Read verse 21.
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
Do what?
Stumble not at the beauty of a
See,
woman.
the ones that stumble at her beauty, the ones that fall for the exterior, the ones that fall for the deceitful favor, the meek voice, the soft answer when it suits her. Later down the line, it's going to be like a Sandy climbing up the way. Because what she did was she disguised her discretion or lack thereof with something else. Go to Proverbs. Read on. Read that real quick. Finish it.
And desire her not for pleasure.
And what?
Desire her not for
Go to
pleasure.
Proverbs. Let's slide over to Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 22. So what we're trying to do is unmask this person. Now watch this. Can a woman really be nice, sweet, and meek and have no ulterior motives? Solomon said he found out of 1,000 none. Damn. But I'm gonna give y'all some. Watch this.
Oh.
I don't know every woman, and I'm gonna say yes, there is women out there that are genuinely. They have genuine favor. They have genuine. They're beautiful, but they don't rely on their beauty. They know how to talk to men or a man. They know how to deal properly. Right? I'm gonna say that there is women out there. We've seen examples in the Bible. We've seen Rebecca. We've seen Abigail. Right? When Rebecca was dealing with Abraham's servant, he was a servant, and she treated him like he was a king, and treated him with respect, and went the extra mile. That wasn't her husband. That wasn't her daddy. That wasn't her uncle. That wasn't her blood. He wasn't even her nation. But guess what? She still treated him with respect.
She could have treated him like the chick treated Christ at the well.
Yeah, get your own damn water, nigga. Get your own damn water. That's how. But that's basically how that woman. Man, I've been wanting to put together this class about the women at the well, Rebecca and the woman at the well. I've had it locked in for a long time. I just haven't done it because I always kind of refer back to it, but just showing the parallels, showing that woman in John 4 was a modern woman, and the woman, Rebecca would be more of a traditional woman, and that's the parallels, right? But read that.
Proverbs chapter 11, verse 22.
Go ahead.
As a jewel of gold in a swine's knot.
In a swine's snout. Come on.
Now, so is a fair woman which is without discretion.
Yeah, so a ring of gold in a swine's snout. Now watch this. Let me ask y'all a question. What does a pig use to, like what's the first thing that hits the mud when they like burrowing through it? What's the first thing?
They know.
Yeah. They use their damn noses to burrow through the filth, their poop, their own slop. They just, right, and snort, and just the whole nose. So what good is that jewel, that ring in a swine's nose if he just burrowing through poo? Doesn't it degrade the ring? Or does it make the pig look better?
No.
Right.
Get all rusty.
Right. So what would the ring represent? Wouldn't that be some type of wouldn't it be some type of distraction? Man, there was a pig with a ring in his nose. Let me look at that ring. But then you forget about the pig? Isn't that what it's supposed to do? But how can you not see the pig doing pig stuff? That's the point. That's why it equates. A pig with a ring in his nose is like a fair woman with no discretion. Her beauty is the distraction. Damn, man, she's so fine. But damn, man, her mouth is trash. You supposed to say, damn, I can't deal with the mouth. I can find another beautiful woman. But the mouth I can't tame. But what happens? You get caught off guard by the ring in the pig's nose. My brothers, we must stay focused.
We must stay focused.
We must stay focused, my brothers. Stop looking at the ring in a pig's nose and start looking at the damn swine. And then it uses a swine, which is an unlawful animal. Then it uses a pig, an unlawful animal. Because that's how it looks when a beautiful woman is speaking with no discretion. She looks like a little damn hog, like a little pig, like a little dog. It looks bad. And you're like, damn, this is really out of place. Why does she got to talk like that? Oh, because she uses the beauty as the way in. She leads with the beauty like the pig leads with the ring. So what's our job? Search that out. Get past the ring, get past the beauty. Man, that's a nice ring. That's a beautiful jewel. Once you get past that and get down to it, what you got? Swine. Unlawful, untamable. Come on, you ever see a tamed pig? Some people have tamed pigs, but when they're ready to do their thing, they do their thing, right? They get up in that mud and they burrow around and they spin it and they go crazy and they do their pig thing. And they leave with that snout. Right, so I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read what I just wrote down a few things just so I don't be forgetting. It says the gold ring is an object of high value and beauty. A swine's snout is filthy. Placing fine jewelry on an unclean animal does not elevate the animal. See, brothers be elevating the women off of their beauty when you should be elevating her off her spirit. She shouldn't be elevated to a wife because she looked good. Mistake number one. She could only be elevated to wife based off of what? Her God-fearingness. Just like a man should not be elevated to husband because he looked good. The scriptures say, look not on a man for his beauty. Right? A lot of women get caught off guard because he's so handsome. I loved him. And then you get with him, but then what? He's a monster. And you're like, I don't believe how this happened. Well, you only looked at one thing, one attribute, the most deceptive. The most deceptive attribute is beauty. That's why it says beauty is vain. It's vain on both sides, man and woman. So we got to stay focused, my brothers. Look. Give me a thumbs up. Right? People try to use the ring as a mask to cover up their unclean tendencies and habits in the lack of discretion. An indiscreet woman may look stunning on the outside, but without a filter on her tongue and the ability to read a room or judgment to protect her home. Why am I saying the judgment to protect her home? Because an indiscreet woman, guess what she's gonna do as soon as she sit down with another sister? I can't stand my husband. And he did this, and he did that, and he did this, and then he backflipped off the couch, and then he landed on here, and he did this, and your whole business is going right through the keyhole. What the sister said the other day, if a dog bring a bone, he'll carry a bone. She's like that dog carrying a bone, man, just carrying the business. Part of discretion is the ability to keep secrets. Now, not detrimental secrets like, oh, he's doing something crazy, like doing drugs, and I'm not gonna, no. You gotta talk about that to the right person. That's discretion. But an indiscreet woman, what is she gonna do? She's gonna go to the weakest sister and spread her business. She's gonna go to the sister that is on the levels of weakness. The sister is either weaker or on her same level of weakness. And then she wonder why they can't get nothing fixed. They wonder why they can't get nothing done. Because why? The discretion. Too many sisters move with indiscretion when it comes to their homes. And so as a brother, you don't want sisters sitting around talking about your house and not trying to resolve issues. It's one thing if a sister is sitting with another sister that's going to give her the proper information.
Right.
Right? But do the indiscreet sisters go to any elders? No, they don't. That's part of their indiscretion. They go to the wrong sister that's gonna do what? Girl, I can't believe he did that. He did that? And then what? Now she got a spirit towards your husband. Now she looking at your husband funny because of some indiscreet words you used about him or about your home or your home situation. So discretion is important because you can damage someone's reputation not being discreet. You can damage your own house by not using discretion. Y'all with me? Right. It says her beauty is rendered meaningless by her recklessness. It's a waste. That beauty is a waste. There's been many beautiful women that are just a waste because their attitudes are nasty. They have no discretion when it's time for them to speak. They don't know when to speak. They don't know how to speak, right? And their beauty, it's like you lessen yourself. That you lessen your own value and you make a name for yourself, right? So that's what you're looking for. Where's her level of discretion? So the godly woman knows when to speak, how to counsel, and how to preserve the dignity of her home. You can go through things as a woman and preserve the dignity of your home. Right? Think about it. How many problems and issues come across our desk daily basis that we know about? We know about everybody's issues, but everybody doesn't know about everybody's issues. Why? Is that you?
That's me.
No. We know about everybody's issues, but y'all don't know about everybody's issues. Why? Because we know how to preserve the dignity of each person's home.
That ain't me this time.
That ain't you, yeah. We know how to preserve the dignity of the camp and the dignity of each person that's coming with an issue. With a person that has no, imagine if we had no discretion. Your business would be in the streets to him, his business be to you, your business to him, her business to her business to that. Like everybody's business would just be an open book to read. Right? But don't you want people that when you're trying to confide in them have discretion not to go and spread your business? Yeah. Now, if we want that as grown-ups, you should want that for your sons and a wife and your daughters and a husband. That's something that you should want is discretion. How one is carrying themselves, the words that they're using, and the ability to counsel about things to the right people. It's very important, right? Watch, go to Ecclesiasticus 26 and verse 13.
Sister, I asked a question.
Right, what they ask?
It's a question, does your wives teach classes?
They teach children's classes, and then depending on, not every wife, right? Not every sister. But you have certain sisters that have been around, proven themselves. They'll do little studies with the sisters from time to time, but you don't see them. They're not going to be up here on the podium dropping classes, putting brothers in check. The sisters will teach. The elder sisters will teach the younger sisters, right? So when there's different matters going on in the house, when there's different situations happening, The younger sisters will go to the elder sisters for counsel. Teaching classes, we have kids classes that the sisters do teach. Outside of that, no. Read where you at.
Ecclesiasticus 26, verse 13.
Right?
The grace of a
The
wife.
what?
The grace of a wife.
The grace of a wife. Come on.
Delighteth her husband.
Go ahead.
At her discretion.
Uh-huh.
Will fatten his bones.
Right, because her indiscretions will suck him dry. her indiscretions will have him walking through the streets just weak as hell. Sighing and crying through the streets. Damn, she moving like that. Damn, she went out all the way over to another state and acting crazy. Damn, I thought I was teaching her. I thought I was training her. I thought I was giving her, I thought she was understanding the information. I thought she understood what discretion was. Every minute you getting some crazy report, because that's what will happen with an indiscreet wife, brothers. My young brothers, we must stay focused. When your wife has no discretion, she got to sit in front of me, and in front of him, and in front of Kazakia, and in front of Zion, and in front of Bakar, and in front of Shaquat. And it's like, sis, what's going on? What's up with your discretion? It's lacking. And then she got to give account for her attributes by way of us going and saying, hey, we got the report on your rib. What's going on? And then, look, you see what he did? He put his head down, shake it. God damn, again?
That's Ecclesiastes 25.
Again? Read it. Where you at? Read it.
Ecclesiastes 25 and 18.
Read it.
Her husband shall sit amongst his neighbors.
Because without discretion, her husband will what?
Sit among his neighbors.
Come on.
And when he heareth it, shall.
What does he hear? Her indiscreet manner. He hears about her talk. He hears about her lack of judgment when she's around young sisters or new sisters. He hears about how she's moving one way amongst certain members of the body, but then moving differently around unsuspecting members of the body. She knows how to pick and choose her moments. I ain't gonna move like that with Shawashanan now, but with this young sister, I'm gonna do that.
She don't know no better.
Yeah, I ain't gonna move like that when Shalamaya's around, but you know what? Got this young, unsuspecting sister. I'm gonna get my way. I ain't gonna move like that when Ashariah, or I ain't gonna move like that with this sister, but you know what? This other sister is a pushover. I'm gonna make my move.
She'll keep a secret.
She'll keep my secrets. She ain't gonna say nothing. She weak anyway. She's bashful. That's how them spirits be talking. So what's your job, husband, suitor, betrothed, S.O.W? You're supposed to be seeing, is this her character before you commit? Did you finish?
Shall sigh bitterly.
Bitterly. As you're going to be sighing bitterly in front of us. Counsel every week. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, Shalom. Text me, you, Shaddai. Hey, Shalom, your rib, you got to talk to her because this is what's going on. This is the report we got from Garments. This is the report we got from the sisters outing. This is the report we got when the sisters went and visited the other sisters in this city. They went over to Rochester. This is what she was doing. They went to VA. This is what she was doing. Oh, she came out to Houston, and this is how she was moving. Right? Or don't attach your train to that wagon, man. Your horse to that carriage. Don't do it, because then you're gonna have to stand with it. And we're gonna say, how come you're not working on her discretion? And then you're gonna sit there like, but I am, brother. But I am, Ak. Okay, what you doing? What you going over? And then we'll be able to get to it that you're not working on her discretion, because she don't want to work on her discretion. She don't want to be discreet. Don't save her. She don't want to be discreet. Don't save her. Wow. She don't want to be discreet. Don't save her. She ain't got no discretion. Don't save her. Oh, my God.
Remnant Records. Remnant Records.
Right? Don't save her. Right? You trying to save her, but she don't want to be saved. She doesn't want to pull these attributes to herself so something can rest on her shoulders. Because it becomes accountable. It's an accountability issue. You got the whole sanctuary and the brotherhood and the nation on your shoulders, and she just gets to add more weight to you. Wait, what about what goes on her shoulders as a wife? Yeah, it's a lot that goes on her shoulders. We're going to talk about it, right? And it's not a bad thing either, right? So where were you at, Elijah? Finish it.
Ecclesiastes chapter 26 verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
The grace of a wife delighteth her husband.
Right, her grace is going to be a delight to him. He's going to be proud when she goes into the public sphere, because he knows she's going to move a proper way, right? She's not going to degrade their household and put their household on blast and make the household look crazy. Damn, man. She go out in public and just got me looking like I ain't doing nothing up in the crib. No studying, no righteousness.
No teaching, no
No
counseling.
teaching. Yeah, like I'm just faking it. You got your husband looking fake. And you daughters, you sons, you can do that to your parents. Got us looking crazy. Like, damn, your parents ain't teaching you nothing? Golly, you just gonna be out in the streets just acting any old way, and you got parents in the house trying to drill into you certain things, and you just like, nah, F that. And then the congregation looking at us like, damn, y'all don't teach y'all kids nothing, priest.
You the priest.
You the
son.
priest.
Them the priest kids?
You the priest. You supposed to be con. You're right. But everybody got to make their decisions, right? And unfortunately, you can't divorce your kids. You can't divorce your children. You got to suffer them and say, hey, sons, hey, daughters, this is how we're supposed to be moving. So we don't make our household look bad. We don't make the Most High look bad, the camp look bad. We don't make the truth look bad, right? We don't want the Bible to look like it's a bad thing when it's not. You know what I mean? So just remember, I'm giving you different levels of where it goes, because that's where it starts. It starts with the children and their parents, and then it goes from there. So again, you young men, especially if you're trying to deal with a sister inside the school, it's mad easy. Just look at how she deals with her father. Look at how she deals with her mother. That's all you got to do. And you'll know, like, ooh, bam. I don't know if I want to deal with that.
But what sister she link up with?
What sister does she link up with? Who does she flock to? Right? What birds of a feather does she flock to? Where's her discretion? Wait a minute, do I know more about what's going on in your house than you do? Why is she spilling all the business of your house to me? How come she's not communicating that to her parents? How come this? How come that? Like all these things, if you're really looking at things the proper way, especially young bros, if you're looking at things the proper way, it's like, wait a minute, you're communicating to me. Is it because you're looking for the help? Or is it because you know I don't have enough information to give you to combat your mind? You know how they're looking at you like you're weak. That's it. You're a weak opponent, and they know they can press on you with the information, and you don't have no pushback because you don't know how to push back. That's the one thing about parents. What do we offer? Pushback. And so we keep pushing back, and then what do they do? What do children do? They find someone else that's not going to push as hard. Right? That spirit tries to look for someone that's weaker to be able to impose its way. So if you're a young bro and you're dealing with a sister and she's coming to you with all this stuff that she's not talking to her family about, you better reevaluate why she's telling you these things. She ain't telling you because she loves you. She's telling you because she thinks that you're weak. And she knows you ain't got nothing to come back. She knows you ain't got no Bible. She knows you in love. She knows you just looking at her for the beauty. Better reevaluate it. You better reevaluate it. And you should be mad. You should be pissed off that a person can say, well, damn, you know what? I don't think you're strong enough to combat my mind. I'd be mad. I'd be offended.
Right.
Damn, bro, you don't come to me because you think I'm weak. Even though you're not saying it, that's what she's saying. Right? That's what she's saying. It's no different when a person is dealing with certain things, weed smoking and all these different things, and they don't come to us, but they try to go to somebody else that's going to cater to them. What they're saying in a roundabout way is, you weak as hell, and I know you ain't going to be able to combat the demon that's on me, because I don't want it to be combated, so I'm going to go to a weak-ass person. So if you're hanging around with people that got demon, like that type of spirit, and they're only hanging out with you to be able to have a cosigner to their BS, you should be mad as hell. Like, why am I the cosigner? Why are you looking at me like the weak one? I'm strong. You should be mad. I'd be upset. Don't come to me with that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but if you don't have nothing to come with, when they do come with that stuff,
That's the point.
then
You know that you ain't got nothing. You know, you ain't got no Bible, you ain't got no wisdom. You're just gonna go along with it. Sit around, watch movies with them, and just be like,
the scriptures say this. The scripture says, even a fool is counted wise when he keepeth his mouth shut. Okay, so what does that say? Even if you don't have the wisdom to combat, to deal with, if you can not entertain it and say, hey, this is an easy catchphrase, everyone can use it. If you want, you can put in your notes, make a quote, put it on a t-shirt. Hey, you know what? I'm not qualified to handle that. Why don't you talk to so-and-so, insert priest name. Why don't you talk to Qatazap about that?
insert officer.
Insert
Shaddai.
officer name.
Insert officer Shaddai.
You know, insert my name, insert Shaquat, insert Bakar, insert
God.
Zion, insert Kazak. You know, insert that name. Because I'm not gonna lie, what Qatazap is saying is not a new saying. I've heard it before as I was coming up. And then guess what? When I was in a situation and someone was coming to me with that weak stuff and I didn't have nothing for them, guess what I said? I said, hey, you know what? I think you should talk to Kazak. Did you talk to Kazak about that? Did you, or Qatazap?
Yeah, I already talked to him, and they started getting all antsy.
Right. It's like, because I'm not the one to have that conversation with. I'm just venting. I'm not even the one to vent with. You should talk to them about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? If you vent to me, I'm just gonna tell them what you said. You're gonna go tell on me? I'm not. It's not telling. It's not telling. It's not telling, sis. It's reporting. I'm gonna let them know what you said. So it could come from me or it could come from you. Squash it. Deal with it. That's that fool that don't have anything in his mind to really say, but at least he can keep his mouth shut and block that ignorant talk that person is coming with. You show enough strength in that, instead of entertaining it, you say, hey, let me redirect you to somebody else that can really help you. Anyways, I just had to throw that in.
Right. Okay, so pillar number 2. Pillar number 2. So we dealt with this discretion, right? Pillar number 2. What is pillar number 2? Oh, I'm sitting right here looking at it. Mm-hmm. Industrious and diligence. Industriousness and diligence. Right? Industriousness and diligence. Proverbs 31 ethics. And this right here, man, Proverbs 31 is so dope because this is literally something that's trained into someone. You know, like they've been trained when they can move in this type of spirit, because this is something that they have to see examples of. You gotta see somebody get up and take care of other people. You gotta see somebody sitting down and building with their hands. You gotta see people, a person, a woman, going out of her way for others. You, like, as a young woman, you have to see this. Or you see the opposite, her just sitting, your mom sitting around with TikTok, right? Going to work, doing her own thing, eating fast food. Like, you see one of two things. You see the industriousness and the diligence, or you see the idol, right? And then you mimic said patterns. So go there. Industrious and diligence. And why is this important? Because we're in modern times where what's being demonized in these modern times? What type of woman is demonized or You're oppressed. It's a woman that is at home building her home. Right? This society demonizes a woman that is a homemaker, a woman that would rather invest inside of her children and inside of their education and invest at the home than go out and build a career. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with careers. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a woman going outside the house and working. But there's nothing on the flip side wrong with a woman that is able to stay at home if she's able. Build up her children and build up her household, right? Building a house doesn't always mean that she comes financially with something, right? Or a paycheck. She could be building in different ways. Like, there's many sisters that I know that they don't touch a paycheck. And guess what? Their houses are flourishing because they put all their efforts into their children and into their education and into their husband. And that's where their happiness is. There's many sisters in the Bible, there's many sisters in the camps, right? And they do this. And then there's other flip side sisters that, because of circumstances, they would like to stay home, but they can't because financially it just don't work in this day and age. It just don't work in this day and age, the one family income. It's rough. So a lot of sisters they're forced out of the position that they want to be in regardless. So what am I saying? Don't let nobody demonize that industry if that's something that you strive for. Don't let nobody demonize that. Don't let nobody make you feel like, oh, you're oppressed because you at home, cooking, cleaning, taking care of some kids, taking care of your kids, giving them the best chance at life. It's not nothing to be looked down on, right? And truthfully, I don't think there's a better trade-off. Go ask all the women that went and got careers what they rather do. Because if you ask them, if you sat them down and said, hey, this is why Kevin Samuels was so good. You know why Kevin Samuels was so good? Because he would ask women, he would say, after you have children, do you want to be responsible for a significant or more than half of the income of your household? And they would say, no. They want to have kids and then sit at home with their kids. But imagine if you're responsible for 50% of your income for your whole household, and then you stop working. That's 50% of your income is gone. So now your house is barely floating, right? But most of the women that he would talk to, he would ask them this question. They would all say, "Nah, I'm trying to have kids and stay home. I'm trying to homeschool. I'm trying to have kids and stay home. I'm trying to be a kept woman." Right? It's only not demonized because, oh, he got a bunch of money and he could take care of me, so now I'm gonna take care of the house. That's crazy. Right? Because they always hinge it on money. But what about what you really want? What a woman really wants? Again, I'm not demonizing careers or education. I'm not doing that either, but I'm not gonna let nobody demonize the industry of taking care of household, husband, children, and building them up. Go to Proverbs real quick. Go to Proverbs 14. I think I want Proverbs 14. And verse 1, a wise woman.
Yep.
Read that.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 1.
Right?
Every wise woman buildeth her house.
Every wise woman buildeth their house. Now there's many ways to build. She might be in a situation where she has to build and be the financial pillar, or just a financial additive. Or she might be in a position where she can build and not have to bring finances, but she brings everything else to the table. She supports the home. That's her job. There was a time when a woman would go somewhere, hey, what's your profession? Homemaker. That was a career. And nobody demonized it. Nobody looked down on it. Right? Nobody made it look like, oh, it's a bad thing. Until the damn feminist movement, Al Bundy and them shows came, and it was like, damn, being a housewife sucks. Badass kids, husband that sucks. Everything's on you. No, that's not. If it's done in wisdom, if it's done in righteousness, it can be done the right way. Every wise woman buildeth her house. Go ahead.
But the foolish plucketh it down
But
with her
the,
hand.
but the what?
Foolish plucketh it down with her hand.
Yeah, the foolish plucketh it down with her hands. Now the house ain't just talking about the drywall. The house ain't talking about the windows and the shades. It's talking about all the things that are in the home. You can destroy your children. You can destroy your husband. You can destroy yourself because you're part of the home if you're not moving in the right spirit. A wise woman, a woman of wisdom, is going to build, and she's going to be using her hands to build up the things in her house, right? Building up spirits, edification, her children, herself, the other women, right? She's going to be doing that with wisdom. But an unwise woman, what is she doing? She's not trying to be in anything. She's idle. She in somebody else's house, what they got going on, what they cooking. Like, what you cooking, sis? What you got burning on the stove? Nothing. Your husband's eating air pie and breeze cake. He hungry, right? He hungry. You worried about somebody else. No, refocus. So this is what, again, a man should be looking for. Where is her industry? Where is she? Is she industrious in whatever she's doing? And is she diligent? Right? Go, just write down agency and productivity. Agency and productivity. And go to Proverbs 31 and verse 13. You want to read it? Agency and productivity.
The virtuous woman is not a passive consumer waiting to be entertained or maintained.
Right. A virtuous woman is not waiting around to be entertained. She's not waiting around for somebody to be at her beck and call. Right? She's not some consumer just waiting to suck things in and not push nothing out. Go ahead.
She purposes a strong work ethic.
She possesses.
Possesses a strong work ethic.
Right. No matter what she's doing, she has a strong work ethic. So whether she's at work, handling, she got to go out and get a job and do all that, she got a strong work ethic. She's at home, she got a strong work ethic. She got to do both. She's strong in both areas, but then now she has to have balance. Because she can't be overcommitted to work and then the children lack. They need a mom too. They need a female example too, a righteous one. So she'd have to balance out, unfortunately, superwoman. She had to be superwoman. Go ahead.
She anticipates needs.
She does what?
Anticipates needs.
No. Her need is the only need that's needed.
She anticipates needs.
See that? She's anticipating needs. Right? She's ahead of 4 times a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
She's anticipating needs. Go ahead.
Manages resources.
She does what?
Manages resources.
No, burns through all the resources.
Manages resources.
Amazon packages every single day.
Manages resources.
Just burning up the damn bank account.
Manages resources.
But we need this and we need this and we need that.
Manages resources.
No, she manages the resources. It don't matter what she's bringing in or not. She's a manager. So wait a minute. They're using too much dish soap. Relax on that. Wait a minute. Turn the pipe off when you're doing the dishes. Wait a minute. Turn the lights off. Wait a minute. Don't waste your food. She's managing things. She's a manager, right? She's managing the household. So that means she knows what everybody is on and all their little quirks and all the little weird things they do to mismanage things. Right? You taking a shower, don't run the water for 30 minutes. Nobody else got hot water. 30 minutes. We got a new hot water heater, but it ain't new, it's old. So it don't work like the last one. Cold showers be real. Middle of the day.
Yeah, that's good. Hot.
Not for everybody.
It's crazy. It's so hot that the cold water is warm.
Yeah. My cold water be, it ain't even all the way hot or all the way cold. But the point is about managing resources so that the house can flourish, so that the house can continue to have resources instead of just burning through stuff. Amazon gonna be there. You don't have to buy it all, right? Money is gonna be there. This is gonna be there. That's gonna be there. You don't have to do everything in one fell swoop. Why is it important to manage? Because now we're teaching the children how to manage things, right? How to manage their lives and govern their lives, right? Go ahead.
And executes responsibilities with a willing spirit.
With a what?
Willing spirit.
She's disgruntled. She's mad. You just got me here barefoot and pregnant.
With a willing spirit.
Sis, you're not even pregnant. Well, you just got me here barefoot. I'm always cooking. I'm always doing this. I'm always doing that. Well, okay. Fine. Well, let's get you into the industry that you want to get into. And let's see what happens. Where's the complaint's going to be? So the point is, why am I going here? Because again, what is a man looking for? What you got to ask yourself as a man? What are you looking for in a wife? You want somebody that's industrious, or you want somebody that's going to wring you dry of your resources? You bring in the money, and then there's no more money. Well, what happened to all the money? Well, we needed Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, Amazon, or damn Shein, or TikTok Shop, Temu, all that little cheap trinket, all that stuff that it adds up after a while. So there has to be just all I'm saying. I'm not again. Watch this. Not demonizing nobody's shopping, because I'm one that love to shop too. My Amazon cart stay popping. Notice I said my cart.
My cart stays full, but nothing comes to the house.
When my cart get like 10 items, it's like save for later.
Save for later.
I did it today. Save for later. Save for later. And the one thing I had to buy was air filters for the house. It's always something for the house that I have to buy that I can't buy. Nothing for myself. That's the point, though. You got to manage the resources. Why? Because what's more important, what I want or the house? It's the house. The house always got to come first, and the people in it always got to come first. But they got to understand that. Now, if we all thought like that in the house, oh snap, resources will be managed, right? But everybody don't think the same.
You know, on that, sometimes a person can feel like, well, all I do is just look after the house, and I never get to have time for myself or do something for myself. But the dope part of what Qatazap just said, if everyone has his mind, if everyone in the house has his mind, then you are getting what you want. You are getting that the things that you wanted because someone else is looking after you, because you're looking after someone else.
What if your wife has a McCall spirit? Do what David did.
Shut her up.
But this is the thing. This is the thing. David was being righteous and doing things towards the Lord, and this woman came at him.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Right? Are you justified in doing what David did is the question. Right? What spirit are you coming in for her spirit to be the McCall spirit? Because David wasn't doing nothing wrong. She was just disgruntled. So he was justified in, I ain't dealing with you. You die childless. He was justified, but are we justified? And that's the point. And I don't know if you came in a little bit later, but remember, I said it earlier, we can't demand from somebody something that we're not doing ourselves, right? All too often, brothers want these super righteous, locked-in women, but you're not locked in at all either. So we don't want to be, and I'm not saying that you're being a hypocrite, I'm just restating what I said earlier. We don't want to be and become hypocritical in trying to exact something from someone that the Most High can't exact from us. The Most High can't get your attention and your loyalty, but you want somebody loyal. How does that make sense? And what she's going to do is she's going to look and say, well, you want me to be loyal to you, but you ain't loyal to the Lord. You want me to be 100% with you, but you don't keep it 100% with the brothers. You want me to be a lockdown, knock down, lay up, do all this, but you on the couch sleep. So if she has that spirit, the first thing you do is examine your spirit to see what spirit you came in. And maybe backtracking, and if we change our spirits as men, they'll possibly change their spirits as women. Remember, they feed off of us. And so That's what I would do. I would examine myself as the man, as the non-weaker vessel, and say, well, what spirit am I coming in? Am I causing this? Am I inciting her to be in this spirit? And if I could honestly say, well, nah, it's on her, then you take other steps. But it starts with us in a lot of these things. Hopefully that makes sense. What is favor? Favor is like flattery, right? You know, when like when you go to a restaurant and the waitress or the waiter, they're very favorful, or they show you a lot of favor. Why? They're on their best behavior because they're trying to get a handsome tip, right? They're trying to get a nice tip. So they're showing you a lot of favor. They'll come up, you guys see anything? That like every 5 minutes they think that that's what you like and you hate it. Don't ask me how's everything when my mouth is shoved full of food.
I definitely hate that.
Obviously, it's good if the plate's clean. Man, you gotta ask me that. You hate anything? How's the food?
Yeah.
Might get a less tip. But the point is, favor is, and we went over this in last week's class about favor. So, who is it? Haitian priest. Yeah, you might have to go, oh, you talking about in this proverb. That's a little bit different, right? It's a little bit different. I thought you were going according to where it says favor is deceitful from last week. The favor in a good wife is what? That she's gonna do what a good wife does, the things that we're talking about. She's gonna exemplify these pillars. She's gonna have grace. She's gonna have discretion. That's the favor. You don't gotta go through what a lot of men in the streets gotta go through. Putting their whole relationship on blast, all over the internet. Brothers getting blasted on the internet, on YouTube. Got whole diss tracks out on their husband, all that stuff. EPs.
Diss tracks.
Got surviving this brother and surviving that brother. The favor, if she's a good woman, is that she's not gonna move like that. She's gonna counsel if there's an issue. She's gonna go to you. She's gonna be willing to work things out. She's gonna be willing to yield to leadership. She's gonna be willing to yield to you. That's the favor that you'll get from a good wife, right? Whoso findeth the wife findeth a good thing. Notice it didn't say he that findeth a woman or a female. It say a wife. Because she got characteristics about her that's gonna be favorable towards you as a good husband. Hopefully I answered that. Shalom, when women started working outside of the home, that made them not all but loose. They would be around more men who would flirt with them and they would flirt right back. I mean, yeah, I could agree. I could agree that women now touching the workplace, it opened up the door for a lot of, remember the workplace was male dominated and it was a bunch of childish kid-ass games that a bunch of locker room men were playing. Grab ass with a bunch of men. And then all of a sudden now there's a bunch of women whose asses they grabbing, who they flirting with. That's my work wife. That's my work husband. These terminologies exist for a reason. Because people really be living like that. Like, this is my work wife. I go to lunch with her. We go on lunch dates. We at work, we work together. And then we go to lunch together. She bring me stuff from the house. I bring her stuff from the house. She's my work wife. Yeah. And then all those entanglements happen. All that intermingling.
I seen a video.
Real.
And the husband was, the wife was dropping the husband off at work. And then the work wife was meeting the husband. And she was like, oh, he told his wife, he was like, oh, hey, this is so-and-so. She's my work wife. And she's like, oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it's real though. It's real.
And then some kids come up. She's like, what? Who are they? It's her kids? He's like, no, these are my kids.
These are my work kids.
These are my
Wow.
The kids I made at work while I was cheating on my wife. Like,
Wow.
yeah, it's a whole thing, man. So yes, I would say that women being introduced to the workplace, it did open up a lot of situations where now there's options, right? Women sleeping with the boss, and then then that opened up the door for a lot of sexual misconduct between men and women, not just on the women, not just looseness on the women's part, looseness on the men's part too, right? Because if the boss know he got the preeminence of everybody inside that building, and the hottest chick is down there messing with the mailroom dude, what's he gonna do? He's gonna exert his dominance through money and through power. Fire the mailroom dude. Let her know I got her back. And then next thing you know, she with me. Use her for what I want. Next hot chick comes in the door. Fire her. Now I got the next hot chick. That's what them CEOs and stuff be doing. Anyway.
I seen it. I witnessed it.
Pertaining to Proverbs 18, how that favor. Right. Okay. Good leader. Okay. Right. Where we at?
We are
Where we at?
Proverbs 31,
Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 13.
Go ahead.
She seeketh wool.
She what?
Seeketh wool.
No, she wait for it to fall into her hands.
Seeketh wool.
No. She's waiting for somebody to drop it off.
Seeketh wool.
Where's the wool at? Read it again.
Seeketh
It
wool.
says she seeketh wool. Proactive. Attentive. Self-starter. Go ahead.
And flax. And worketh willingly with her hand.
Huh?
Worketh willingly with her hand.
Right. A willing spirit. Go ahead.
She is like the merchant ship.
Right.
She bringeth her food from afar.
Well, it's too far.
She bringeth her food from
I
afar.
gotta go all the way to the north side?
She bringeth her food from
All the way
afar.
to the south side?
She bringeth her food from
That's
afar.
a 45-minute drive.
She bringeth her food from
The
afar.
point is, it ain't about distance with this woman. Because she understands what needs to be done. So she just does it. Right? Self-starter, proactive. Go ahead.
She riseth also while it is yet night.
No. Because she sleep all the way till 1.
She riseth also while it is yet night,
Come on.
and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maiden. She considereth a
She
field.
does what?
Considereth a field.
All these things that this woman is doing that you should be looking to see, is this woman industrious? She's considerate for the people around her. Her maidens, she's considerate of them, right? She's not just about her own self, because she understands that the world don't revolve around her own self. She revolves around the people. And what happens? She's willing to distribute to the necessity of the saints, right? She's not just looking out for you, or for her, excuse me, because that's what you want. Don't you want a woman that doesn't just look out for her own self? A selfish woman is bad when women are selfish.
Very irksome.
It's very irksome. Selfish and idle, right? Or they'll, like, I think there's certain things that, like men, we're predisposed to do certain things. Like when we see something, we're like, oh, let me deal with it. Right? It's broken, let me try to fix it. Right? Like I'm going through my house and I'm like, damn, gotta fix the gate. The toilets is messed up. It's what I'm pulling off the back of the thing and I'm in the bathroom. They're like, damn, you've been in the bathroom a long time. Yeah, I'm fixing the toilet. 3 toilets work, right? As men, we're kind of like set up to see that it's broke and be like, let me tinker with that a little bit to try to get it. But isn't it irksome to a woman when she got a man that, dang, he ain't fixing a damn thing. He just letting things just rot away. He's not doing part of his man's duty.
You're right.
But it's also irksome when a woman can walk by just a mess on the floor and just walk over it and act like it ain't there. Or just see a dirty ass counter and just not even grab the rag and just wipe it. Just be like, pour her water, drink it, and walk off like you didn't just see the little mess that was there. It don't matter who made it. Did your grandmama care about who made the mess?
No.
When she was trying to clean her kitchen, she just cleaned it, right? She just saw the mess and wiped it. That's what women do. That's what women do. They see something and they just deal with it. But that's what men do too. We see something and we just fix it. We just deal with it, right?
Wow.
Imagine as a woman, you got to tell your man to go change your tire because the tire is flat.
That's crazy.
He see the tire, but then he's like, Netflix and chill. But you got to go to work tomorrow morning. But you got to, hey babe, you see the tire flat? Yeah. You gonna get that for me? Tire smire.
Hey, this is a 24-hour tire shop right down
Yeah,
the corner. Go ahead.
Come on.
Go ahead, sis.
And certain things,
Oh, man.
certain things, women know that they can rely on us for, right? It's just certain things like, okay, I got a man to be able to do that for me. But it's the same thing. You get a woman because you know, damn, I got this woman because I know she's gonna be able to take care of that for me. She's not gonna see it and then just leave it undone. She's not gonna see it and just act like she didn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I got a bunch of dirty drunk. Let me stop. But even that, it's like little small things, right? Laundry, like you see the laundry is piling up, and hey, you're not doing anything, right? Hey, how about you knock something out for me, or not, or not? That's the point, or not. But see, it depends on what type of woman you're choosing. You don't want the woman that you got to say, hey, you gonna put that laundry away? You got the one that's like, I did the laundry, let me fold it real quick. That way it's just not sitting around and then it's back on the floor in the corner, or we're just sleeping on it.
Dang, you sleeping on it?
We're just,
Cause
it's on the
just
bed.
rolled over the bed.
It's just on the bed and we're just sleeping on the clean laundry
Dang.
and using it as a sheet.
Dang.
Oh no.
Laundry just got head grease on it all the time. I ain't talking about nobody in particular, I'm just saying. I'm not talking about nobody in particular, I'm just letting that be known.
Mm-mm.
Get some good sleep on some fresh clean laundry.
No, you don't.
Right.
Because when it be hitting the wrong spot and balled up a certain way, and your back be out of place, like that's why y'all wake up with them quick necks. Got pillow,
I don't know.
pillow
Mess
draws.
with y'all.
Yeah. The point is about proactiveness. We're looked at as men to be proactive in a lot of things. That's what the man wants, is someone that's proactive and not waiting to be told. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 16.
Right.
She considereth a
She
field.
did what?
Considereth a field.
Come on. See, what is her considerations? Why does it use the word consider? Because she's looking into it. Because she's counting the cost. She didn't just go at it. Remember, all these things are coupled with counsel. So even though she's proactive and a self-starter, her husband still know what she's on. She ain't just, da-da, got a field. Well, where'd you get the money at to get the field? Well, I just took it from the savings account. But that was the savings money, not the field money.
Took it from the rent.
But I was being proactive.
Nah.
Yeah, but you took the rent money. That's not the way to proactiveness with counsel is where the safety is. See, I can't do nothing right. No, you.
That's why I don't like talking to you.
That's why I like talking. That's why I don't like doing nothing. Proactive. No, wait. You can still be proactive, but counsel. You got to have both. Just like you can still be discreet in counsel. You got to have both. But see, an unyielding woman is going to use it as an excuse to say, see, that's why I don't do nothing around this house, because you're always criticizing me. I only criticize the bad stuff. I mean, the field is dope, but damn, how we going to pay the rent?
See, this is why I don't even talk to you because I already know that you're gonna say something, and I already know you're just gonna disprove what I'm gonna say. So I just do it and keep my mouth shut. Well, if you know what you're going to say is something foolish, I can see why you would keep your mouth shut. I can see why, if you know the mind of the person who you're supposed to counsel with would reject your foolish sentence or your foolish actions, I can see why you would keep your mouth shut. This one person told me this: it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
It's easier to ask for permission than forgiveness.
No, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Oh, right. Because people would rather, yeah.
Yeah, they rather just do it and then say, "Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, my bad."
Yeah. No, you're right. And that just leads to the next point. When you look at this type of setup with this Proverbs 31 ethic, is this woman misaligned from her husband, or is she in alignment with her husband? Is she misaligned? I mean, it's obvious, right? She will be in line, lockstep with her husband. Hey, shalom, babe. What you got going on? Oh, I'm in Austin. Austin? Oh yeah, well, I have to be a merchant ship and go far and get the food. Wow. But why'd you go to Austin? Well, because Proverbs. Well, hold up. Hold up. You went 3 hours away to get some food?
Oh.
How come you didn't call first to see? Well, I was being proactive, but why didn't you call first to see if your proactiveness was necessary to drive 3 hours to Austin, burn up all the gas, burn up the vehicle? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you can be proactive to a place where now you're overstepping. That's why counsel is so important. So what are you judging in this type of woman? Not what she's doing, but how she goes about to accomplish. See, we want to be judged on what we do and not how we got it done. That's why math teachers are the best. Show your work.
Show your work.
Show your work. Long division, my G. Show your work. We want to see how you got to that conclusion. Don't just throw an answer out. Yeah, you might be right in the answer, but how did you go about it?
Not the answer.
That's the thing. And so a lot of people get it confused because you got it right. That is all good, but it's how you got it right. It's how you went about to get that thing right. Right? Fools can be right too. Fools can say a broken clock is right twice a day.
That's right.
So a fool can be right, but it's bad for a fool to have success in their foolishness, because then they'll just continue that same path. So a woman that is, well, I went and I got this and I got that, don't be mad at me because I did what I'm supposed to be doing. It's not about that. It's how did you go about to do it? Because you can go out and get money by robbing a damn bank. That ain't the way to go do it.
Right.
Or you can be honest about it and come with the same amount of money. How did you go about to get said money? Right? Remember, remember Tobit's wife, when she came home with that kid, after she got paid for doing the woman's work, he was like, hold up, bro, how you get that? You explain yourself, right? Ain't nobody just giving away kids for a little bit of work. Like, but she had to remind them, hey, remember, where's your alms at? Who's taking account of your alms? The Most High. So I got this based off of what you do. You burying bodies, you burying your brethren, people know that. So I didn't get the kid solely off of my work, I got it off of both of our works.
That is a wise woman
Yeah. Yeah.
to realize she was being blessed by
By her husband's works.
works.
Yeah. But but it's that on top of the counsel, on top of the speaking about, hey, this is what this is what I'm thinking about doing. What you think about that? I'm thinking about driving to Austin to go Well, damn, they ain't a closer one in Houston? They ain't a KFC in Houston? They ain't a Chick-fil-A in Houston, sis? There ain't no Kroger in Houston? Yeah, but you know, every time I go to that one, they never have a thing, and the one in Austin says they have it. All right, well, let's make it a trip. Let's both go. Or nah, we can hold off on that. But just like, ta-da!
Yeah,
So you went and brought a gift from Austin in an empty-ass, broken-down gas tank in the driveway. We ain't got no gas in the car. Well, I drove to Austin. Damn, why didn't you say something? I'm being over the top.
I mean, we want to run
Brother
to
said- he
Austin.
said-
We
No,
said,
I hate dirty laundry. It stinks. We all hate dirty laundry. I'm talking about the clean laundry, though.
all right, I'm listening to you.
I'm talking about the clean laundry. Where you at? What verse?
The brothers acting like they ain't never slept on no laundry.
Nah,
Mm.
nah. I ain't doing that. I'm at least putting it back in the basket. Okay, the one thing that you'll learn about me if you live with me, Shaquat could attest to this, Zion could attest to this, and a couple of other brothers could attest to this. I got a laundry demon on me. My rib can tell you. She don't touch my laundry because I don't allow it. That's one. And as soon as my laundry is done, I fold it. I don't wait. I just can't. It is folded nice, neatly. Underwear, socks, wife beaters. The whole closet is color coded. Pants could only be where the pants are. Tunics only where the tunics are. Vests, jackets in the back. Like, it gotta be. That's just me. I got a laundry thing. So I ain't sleeping on nobody's laundry. I'm sorry. It ain't me. Qatazap ain't doing it. If it ain't the bed sheets, it ain't happening, son. I'm sorry. Hey, that's just me though. Right? That's just me. So anyway.
He said,
the same kind.
Right? Where we?
Proverbs 31 and
You learn
13.
something new about a brother every day, right? Proverbs 31.
And 16.
Read verse 16.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 16.
Damn, bro, we running over time. Good. Oh, we almost done. Good.
She considereth a field
Right.
and buyeth it.
Go ahead.
With the fruit of her hand,
Read.
she planted a
Yeah,
vineyard.
with the fruit of her hands, she planted a vineyard, man.
Hmm.
So she's constantly doing. But this is the thing. Watch this. See, and this is where a lot of sisters get caught up. Because you'll be like, well, I'm doing work with my hands and I'm sewing, I'm doing this, but then what about your husband and children? When do they see you? So this woman also has a time management about her, right? Because all too often, what I tend to see is the men get neglected because, well, I gotta do this, and I gotta do this, and the kids, and the duh, and the duh, and the duh. Well, if there's no, children move out. I'm gonna say this. I said this to a brother the other day. Children move out. And if the husband and wife are not constantly investing into their relationship, when the children move out, one of them parents move out too. Somebody leaving with them children. Because there's no relationship. Meaning you're only doing it because the kids are in the house. You didn't invest in your own situation together. When the kids leave, there's no reason to keep endeavoring in the relationship because you didn't invest. Who did I told that to? I told it to somebody. I forgot who I said that to the other day. It don't matter because it's true. Right? That's why you see a lot of people when their kids get old, they hit college, the kids get a bad phone. Mom and Dad's getting a divorce, Charlie.
Charlie?
Mom! Why? Don't you love Dad? Thought you loved them. Yeah, but you know, sometimes you just fall out of love, Charlie. Oh, honey, it's gonna be okay. And then Mom go her separate way, get her a little boyfriend, and then Dad go get him something young, and then a Corvette with a red hat, and then he just in them streets. Midlife crisis. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I know you're like, man, what the hell is this nigga laughing at? I'm laughing because I be seeing these things for real, in real life. That's why it'd be funny. But all I'm saying is, you want to look for young brothers. We must stay faithful. You're looking for a woman that's able to be industrious but not neglect you for the industry. But I gotta make this money, nigga. Make your own. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. My bad for even trying to tax. It's a lot. My bad.
Right.
I'm too tired. Ah! Whoa. Okay. My bad. So, because that's gonna ruin the relationship for both parties.
Or she just does it and she has that resting.
B-I-T face.
Yeah. She just looks disgruntled while she's doing it.
Yeah. You know, a lot of these things can be sought out early, man. That's the thing. You're gauging how she's able to be industrious, but still. Another thing that y'all gonna have to learn. You're gonna have to learn something. People is your greatest resource, especially you women. People are your greatest resource. Because when something happens and you by yourself, you call people to come help. By way of firefighters, they're people. Cops, they're people. Right? Doctors, they're people. You're always going to need people. Right? It's not good that man shall dwell alone. So that whole, well, I can make it on my own and I don't have to invest in people and their relationships around me. No, you have to invest in the people around you because as you age and you get sick, or you don't get sick, but you age, and we all age, what do we need around us? You wish that there's somebody to help.
Yeah.
Right? You got brothers right now that are going through it, ailments. Right? And the rib is there to, come on. Right? The rib is there. We talk about it, wiping butt. Wiping backside. Let your back go out. And you gonna wish there was somebody to wipe your backside. You know what I'm saying?
Help you in the shower.
Help you in the shower. When your back go out and you can't even turn You can't even turn your eyes to the side?
God.
Baby, can you look for me?
You
She
said turn your eyes to the
yeah,
side.
she gotta look for you. You gonna want somebody to look for you. But it's the same thing with women, right? When you held up and you can't move and you can't breathe and this is happening, you want that big strong man to throw you over his shoulder and carry your ass to the car or whatever it is. So invest in the people early and not the thing. The industry is important. To be industrious is important. But you can be industrious while investing in people. What is she putting her hand to the spindle and doing? Well, she making clothing, she making this, she making that. Investments in people, making other people happy. What does she buy the field for? To make herself happy? Or she knows, damn, you know what, this is gonna benefit my family. What are you doing? And that's what you're looking for, brothers. We must stay faithful, right? We must stay focused. What is she doing what she's doing for? Is it for the investment in people, or is it for the vain glory and the, look at what I did. I did that. I made that. I sewed that. I put that. I. Okay, cool, you did it. Now what? It's falling apart anyway. Now what? Now what? It didn't last that long anyway. Now what? The field rotted away. The everything's bad. Now what? You're gonna keep doing it and getting better? So you're gauging what she's doing, not what she did, but what she did it for. Right? Do you want to be known that you sewed that shirt just to be known as the best sewer? Or did you sew the shirt for the brother because you saw that he needed a shirt and he ain't got a wife and he needed a garment, and you try to do something good with discretion? Or did you need it to be blasted on the chat? Such and such made such and such a garment. Everybody give her a hand of applause.
Oh, fuck.
Like, did she need that or did she need nothing? Doing it out of a willing spirit. That's what you're gauging, brothers. Physical and mental fortitude, write that down. I got time today. I got time today, because we got to get through this. We must stay focused, my brothers. It's hilarious. Ah, man. Girded her loins with strength, right? That's a idiom for being prepared, right? It's you have something called Near East idioms, where something is said and it represents something else. I got a whole book on Near East idioms, and they're all through the Bible, right? So that's what it's going into, is her preparedness. When it says she girded her loins with strength, right? It's an idiom of readiness, of physical vigor, and mental preparedness to labor. She's not afraid to roll up her sleeves when life demands resilience. So that's what you're looking at. Is she just wanting to be a pampered woman? Can she get her hands dirty? Right? Can she get her hands dirty? Is she afraid to be in the nitty gritty? Oh, I ain't riding no bus. Oh, I ain't being out in the sun. Oh, I can't sweat. I can't sweat. Oh, my hair, it can't be out of place. One strand can't be out of place. What? So who gonna play with the kids outside if you can't sweat, sis? Who's gonna play tag with the children if you can't run?
That's crazy.
What type of mother is she gonna be to the children if she can't get dirty and have a little fun with them? If it's about prissiness, I'm just prissy. My nails, my hair, my feet, my smell, my this, my that. Like you're gauging these things. Why? Because if she's stuck in those vanities, can you get her unstuck? Because again, when children come, well, I'm never gonna go outside and play with the kids. That's crazy. That's your job. But what about your job? Or I'm never gonna do this, or I'm never gonna be able to do this. That's just you. Wash the car, please. Damn. Garden, please. So you can't have her do nothing outside of her norm. And then now you have a wife that's limited. Read Proverbs 31 and 17.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 17.
Uh-huh.
She girded her loins with strength, and strengthened her arm.
Right. She does what?
She girded her loins with strength.
Right. She girded her loins with strength. She's prepared. She's ready to take on whatever is thrown her way. If she gotta throw her husband over her back, she's ready to do it. Right? If he break an ankle, now I'm gonna toss him over my back. Got him. Or is she gonna leave you there? Which one? What wife you want? The one that leave you there? Like, you got it. Or you want the one that's gonna try to throw you over your back? Throw her over your back. Yeah. Yeah, you want the one that's gonna help and try to get dirty with you. Get the elbows dirty.
Wow.
Huh?
Get gutter with
Get gutter with it. Not ratchet, but gutter.
Yeah.
Right?
Got your back.
Meet you on the level. Got your back. That's what you want. She's ready to take on what you're ready to take on.
Strapped up too.
Yeah. Oh, see? Look.
Yeah.
You want a shooter. Read.
And strengthened her arm.
And strengthening her arms. Go ahead.
She perceiveth that her merchandise is good.
Come on.
Her candle goes not out by night.
I'm tired. It's 8:30. Gotta pack it in. 8:30. Golly. So you don't nothing past 9? Nope. Gotta get my full 19 hours of sleep.
Beauty rest.
19 like
Damn. So what happens if you only get 5? Can you function? What happened? It was a 4-hour night last night for us. 2 a.m. Yeah. It's a lot of hairs to get done. A lot of heads to get done. When my rib gotta wash hair, come on, bro. You see the heads? You see the hairs of heads? It ain't easy. Right? But she not like, oh, well, damn. Nah, just gonna be dirty headed. Nah, she gotta suck it up. And she gotta go to work 4 hours later. That alarm went off, it was crazy. When that alarm went off, I looked around like, this is not life. This ain't reality. There's no way I slept for 4 hours. And I look around, she gone. I was like, damn. Sleep in her work clothes. Bro, I looked around the room, my rib was gone. I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Nah, she's watching.
I'm serious. Sometimes, bro, it'd be like that. It'd be some short ass nights, man. And what does she got to do? She just got to get up and suck it up, knock it out, and just act like it wasn't a short night. That's the coldest part. She got to act like it wasn't a 4-hour night. She probably doing hair right now, listening. The point is, I'm not trying to boast her up. Like, what I'm trying to say is, you want someone that's going to understand what they got to do and just do it, and not have to complain about it, and not have to overly rely on you, right? You want to share your responsibilities. You want to share the thing that you guys have to do, right? You don't want the burden, one person to be overburdened more than another. That puts a strain on the relationship. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 19.
Right?
She lays her hands to the spindle,
Right?
and her hands hold the distaff.
The distaff is talking about the sewing machine, right? The spindle and the distaff is talking about sewing, right? At night, when everybody passed out, what's she doing? Now, am I saying she got to be in the sweatshop at 1 a.m. putting together armbands and stuff? I'm not saying that. But what is she doing? She's like, oh, snap, you know what? I do have to get this project finished. So I might have to stay up later tonight to handle that. Right? You know what? It might be a long night tonight because I got a lot on my plate. I got a lot to do, and I can't just go to sleep tonight early because I got a lot I got to handle. And if I go to sleep, tomorrow is going to hit me hard. So let me just suck it up, stay up. You have nights like that. But my ribs say it's going to be a long night. I'm like, all right, cool. Because it'd be a long night for both of us. Right? Because I can't really fall asleep like that with the light on and everything going on, and she on the computer click-clacking away. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is that? I'm like, oh, where's she typing? Golly. Right? And then sometimes I'm like, hey, sis, you know I'm about to be out of there. And she be click-clacking away, and I'm gone, sleep. Light on, everything. It just depends. Right? But a late night, sometimes it be late nights, sometimes it's earlier nights. It just depends. But the point is, when stuff got to get done, it just got to get done.
Right.
Right? That's what you will want in a person. Because when I got to stay up and do my late nights, because it wasn't like a late night last night just because of her. I was on the phone with brothers, VA, trying to put my class together. It was a late night, trying to handle business. So we understand that. Hey, it'd be late nights. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 20.
Right?
She stretches out her hand to the poor.
She do what?
Stretches out her hand to the
Go
poor.
ahead.
Yeah, she reaches forth her hand to the needy.
Right. So a lot of the things she's doing is not solely for her house. It's for the needy. Right? A lot of sisters, in my opinion, you young girls, y'all need to get more better acclimated with your communities and go sit your ass in the soup kitchen and deal with some needy folk. It's important because it builds a different character in you to be able to serve people that need it, right? It builds character, it builds virtue. I think every young man and woman should take visits to, whatever it is, some type of community setup where they can actually help other people in need. So you can see life ain't that hard for you. It's hard. Some people got it harder, right?
Sure.
But it's a character builder, right? And I think if a lot of more young ladies did that, I'm talking about the women, they would be a lot less feeling like people owe them something. Because now you see that there's people that actually are needy, right? So she stretches her hands to the poor. She's looking at other people outside of herself. That's what you want. That's what you would want in a woman. Go ahead.
Verse 21. She is not afraid of the snow for her household.
Yeah, meaning what? The weather, it's 103 out. I can't breathe today. It's 103 out. I can't move. No, it don't matter if it's 103 or 30 degrees. Guess what she's doing? Dealing with her household, taking care of her household, whatever she got to do for her household. She is not afraid of the snow for her household. So weather and climate and all that stuff doesn't impact what she has to do. And it also doesn't distract her. Well, I live in a beach city, so screw my household. I'm at the beach. Forget my household. I'm over here kicking, or I'm over here hanging out, or I'm over here doing this because the climate is just so right. We live in Florida, so I'm gonna be caught up in the Florida scene. The household can wait. No, that's not what you want. You want someone that's gonna be about the household, take advantage of the climates, but be able to move around when the climate is not so, favorable. What are we talking about? Excuses. Go ahead.
For all her household are clothed with scarlet.
Right.
She makes
Right. No, pause. So what's the evaluation on the man that's betrothing this type of woman? What are you looking for? Read it. Or I can read it.
I got it.
What is the betrothed's evaluation based on all that we're saying? Go ahead.
When assessing a woman for marriage, look past her social media aesthetics.
Right.
Or-
So look past when she does her filters in real life. All the damn makeup, all the this, all the that, they be filtering themselves. Look past it. Look past the beauty. Go ahead.
or luxury preferences.
Look past her luxurious smell and her luxurious look. Look past all that. Go ahead.
Observe her work ethic.
Look at her work ethic. That's going to determine whether or not you have a woman that's ready to build. Go ahead.
Does she take ownership of her responsibilities?
Mm-hmm.
Is she resourceful when facing logistical hurdles?
Right, because we're always going to have hurdles, right? Or is there going to be excuses? There's always logistical hurdles that can stop us, but then we got to be able to say, you know what? Let me find a way around that. And if I can't find a way, am I looking for someone to help provide me the way? Go ahead.
Does she despise laziness?
Does she hate laziness or does she embrace it? There's nothing wrong with having a lazy day, right?
Can't always chill though.
But you can't have the lazy day every day. Like every day can't be a lazy day. Like every day if you're working out can't be a cheat day.
Right.
Right? Like every day is a cheat day. Come on. No, but there's nothing wrong with a kick it day, right? There's nothing wrong with, man, it's been a long week. Sabbath class, you do, y'all know, Sabbath class, and then street speaking. You look up 7, 8 o'clock. By the time you get home, and then you like look at each other like, man, I don't want to do nothing. Just sit here. What you want to do? Drink a beer and chill. What you want to do? Let's just find a movie, right? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with, because that hustle and bustle. Sometimes you got to break that hustle and bustle. There's nothing wrong with having a little lazy day, but it can't be a lazy life. That can't be every day. So you're looking for that in her character. Is she about the ease? I gotta take advantage of this free time and just being eased, or is she using her free time productive? Go ahead.
And take pride in managing her affairs with excellence.
Yeah. Proverbs 31 and 27. Read it.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 27.
Right.
She looketh well to the ways of her household.
She does what?
Looketh well to the ways of her household.
Yeah. Again, is she looking to manage her affairs with dignity? Is she looking well to her household? Right? Is she looking at the household and saying, you know what, this is where I can fill this slot. This is where I can step in here and make sure that this is functioning. Let me make sure that this part of the house is functioning. Let me make sure it is. Let me communicate. Let me, we all got to do it. That's the thing. The world demands you to function in a capacity that you're in, right? So if you go to school, you got to function at school at a high capacity or they'll fail you. If you got a job, you got to function in that job or they'll fire you, right? So no matter what capacity you're in, you have to function and produce and be diligent in your business, or you'll just be fired from that job or failed in that endeavor, right? So the scriptures ain't asking nothing different. The Most High is just saying, look, if you're going to be doing this, excel at it. That's it. Be good at it. Take pride in it, right? I got one more point. Promise you, it's only one more scripture. Pillar number 3. Pillar number 3, purity of mind and modesty. Purity of mind and modesty, the outward mirror of inward reverence. Go to 1 Timothy's. Pillar 3, purity of mind and modesty. So you're looking for the purity of mind and modesty. This is what you should be looking for in a woman, not her outward bosom, like her bust. And come on, man, like we gotta stop. You base your relationship on that, you won't have no relationship. You won't have no relationship. It's gonna be trash. Because you're gonna get all that, it's gonna be, after a while, it's not the same, and then her attitude and all the things that she come with that you overlook, that's gonna be the thing that's destroying you. 1 Timothy 2 and verse 9, read it.
1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9.
Come on.
In like manner also, that women enjoy themselves
Right.
in modest apparel.
And what?
In modest apparel.
Yeah, modest apparel, right? It doesn't mean like just because you have a dress on. Because you can have a dress on that's too tight for you. And then it's no longer modest because it's too tight. So modesty, right? Somebody look up that definition. Modesty is not like a piece of garment. It's how you wear the garment. It's how the garment looks when you put it on. Like sisters gotta know that. Like you can put on a dress and the dress can be inappropriate. Because what if it's cut low and your whole top titty is out? Then what? Is that modest? You got the V cut and the whole top of your chest is out. Is that modest? No, right? I don't want to see nobody's bust, bosom. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see the top of anybody's cleavage. I'm not trying to go to Cleveland,
Oh man.
right? So that got to be covered. Like, some sisters are more busty than others, and you got to know, like, hey, the V cut is going down, and nobody should be able to see that, because that's the first thing they're gonna see, and they're gonna be looking, and then you're gonna be mad, like, why are they looking at me? Well, cover it up, unless you want them to look. Then that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother talk.
Another talking point.
That's a whole different talking point, right? What you got?
Modesty means behaving and dressing in a way that is humble, decent, and free from vanity.
Decency, right? Being decent. You can be indecent in a dress or in a skirt, right? And some sisters just don't understand their bodies, that, hey, you got a lot going on, a lot of curvatures, right? A lot of movement. And so you might have to, you know, Spanx or whatever. I don't know. Different type of bra, different size bra. Sometimes you got a bra that's too small and it's pushing things outwards. Maybe your underwear is too small and it's pushing things, I don't know. But see, these are the things that you would have to check to say, hey, do I look modest? Right? Do I look decent? Or am I busting out the seams on everything I'm wearing? So, adorn themselves in modest apparel. Go ahead.
With shamefacedness
Come on.
and sobriety,
Right?
not with broided hair,
Right?
or gold,
Right?
or pearls, or costly array,
Come on.
but which becometh woman professing godliness
Right?
with good works.
How do you profess godliness? Well, you can profess it through your garment, through your clothing. You can profess godliness through your speech, through your actions, through the way you carry yourself and the way you walk and the way your body moves. You can profess it, right? So, shamefacedness, a deep, healthy sense of moral reverence, modesty, and respectful regard for boundaries. Does she have boundaries? I got boundaries. I can't wear that. You got some sisters that won't even show a shoulder. I can't show my ankles. All right, well, cool. You got listen. You got women out there. They listen. They're not showing arms, everything, and they're fine with that because that's their boundary. And then we know there are sisters that have no boundaries, where they'll come out in the lingerie that's see-through with no drawers on. Who did that? Rihanna. Who Doja Cat came out in a towel one time. Tiana Taylor came out butt-ass naked how you butt naked with clothes on? Because it's see-through. They ain't got no boundaries. So the first thing that you're going to show, even in your beauty, is that you have boundaries in your apparel, sisters. And then brothers, think about it. Think about this. Would you walk up to a woman that was scantily clad and just claim her as your wife?
Mm-mm.
Don't you feel a certain way being around a woman that ain't got no clothes on in public? Yeah, listen, I was the type of cat, you couldn't get in my car if you had certain things on. You just couldn't drive with me. You couldn't go nowhere with me because it was embarrassing.
Yeah.
You gotta change that.
Yeah.
You know how the niggas looking at me crazy. Hell no. Boundaries, right? Boundaries. It's an internal protective barrier that shrinks back from immodesty and self-promotion. See, a woman, she dresses a certain way to promote herself. It's like you putting yourself on the block. So why does a woman get the push-up bra that pushes up and pushes the titties into her chin? Her breasts are... Bryce, look at me. You're like, dude. Bryce is over here trying to hold his face together. But why do women do that? They push them up all the way to the right here in their chin. And then you try to talk to her in her face, but you like, oh, And then you're like, yeah, oh, well, she's trying to promote herself in some way, shape, or form. She's trying to be trying to be seen. You don't want a woman that's trying to be seen, right? Because you only want to see her, right? You don't want her to be seen because then the wrong person might see her, and then guess what? Now you got drama, right? Now we choosing. We playing the choosing game. You know about that, Corey? The choosing. Your chick chose me.
Yeah.
Right? Now we choosing, huh?
Man, choosing.
Ugh. And then it's drama. So you don't want a woman that's trying to peacock, trying to put herself out there. You want modesty. You want somebody that's, she could be beautiful, she could be modest, and she could be low key. Low key is the best.
Yep.
Man, low key is the best. Right? Where it don't take too much for her to be beautiful. It don't take too much for her to, to even be seen. But if she gotta do all that, and then she's doing it to be seen, and then you're trying to attach yourself to that, she's gonna get the wrong attention, and then you gotta deal with that, right?
Yes.
So you wanna avoid that.
Trouble.
Huh?
Trouble.
Yeah, it brings trouble, man. It brings trouble, because now what? Well, he likes me and he likes me. But you supposed to be my wife. Wait, what? So that's what we doing. That's where a lot of drama comes, right? It is an internal protective barrier that shrinks back from immodesty, self-promotion, and vulgarity because she values her dignity and holiness. So she's not a vulgar woman, right? She's not vulgar. Her speech, her actions, they're not vulgar, right? A shamefacedness, sobriety, soundness of mind, emotional stability, self-control. I mean, who doesn't want that in a partner? Someone that is a sound-minded, stable person, and that has self-control, where if we are at odds, I don't have to fear that when I lay down tonight, yeah, you're gonna throw hot water on me, or pour hot oil in my ears, or do something crazy while I'm asleep because we argue.
I agree.
Y'all seen the one? Damn, he said hot grits. Y'all seen the one where the chick, she was from Trinidad or Barbados, and she had the gun, and she had our dude on Facebook Live, and she's like, you gonna tell all them women that you got a chick, and then she shot it, pop, on Facebook Live. Damn, yeah, bro, it's still on the internet. And he tried to grab the gun. She said, hell no, I'll kill both of us up in here. With her little Bayesian accent. It was wild. Like a crazy ass Rihanna type chick.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you gotta watch
She had
that
the gun
movie
in-
Obsessed.
She had the gun in one hand and the thing on one hand. She said, tell all them bitches you got a woman. And he was like, I got a girl. He sat there because she had a gun. And she putting the gun in his face. Yeah, nigga. I was like, ooh.
Man.
Nobody want that. But that's what you have. That's what you had.
That's Nikki right there.
Get the wrong one and that's what you had. Everybody going out. Right? But nobody wants an emotionally unstable man. I'm gonna kill. If I can't be with you, nobody can. I'm gonna kill you and kill me and the kids, the dog, the fish, the plants. That's crazy. The birds, everybody dead. The grass. Come on, man. You got cats that's like that though.
Yeah, if I can't have you, that's one less problem I can have.
Thank you. I mean, no problems, but
Man.
right. So the point is, emotionally stable, able to resolve. Because if I'm sober-minded, I can go through conflict and we can resolve. And I don't gotta worry about the back end. 2 weeks from now, you spazzing out over what happened 2 weeks ago, or you attaching what happened 2 weeks ago to today. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you're sound-minded.
That's
Also-
last year to today.
Yeah. Also, no one can breach your mind, right? That sober mind, it's impenetrable, right? It goes right back to Ecclesiastes 26:16, where it says, "A mind well instructed." If she's sober-minded, she can be instructed, right? A sober-minded woman is not tossed about by every cultural wave. Why am I saying cultural wave? Because that's what it is. Everybody's moving towards the culture. This culture, that culture. Oh, this is what the culture is doing. This is what society is doing. Well, that's what the norm is. Well, that don't mean you gotta fall into the culture. Well, you know, when in America, be as an American. Well, no, American culture is an American culture. We Hebrews. So she's not 1 minute a Hebrew, and then next she's in the harlot culture, and then she goes back into Hebrew culture when she get home, or around the body, and then when she with you, she's into Megan Thee Stallion culture. And then when she gets around the brothers, it's like, Shalom, brothers. And she's like Abigail. And then she gets back with you, and in the drive home, she's trying to crash the car into the median. Like,
Oh.
come on. Because what are you looking for again? We talked about changing like the moon, right?
Mhm.
You're looking for this woman to be even and keep the same character throughout. That's what you're looking for. You're not looking for a character change. You're not looking for Jekyll and Hyde. You're looking for a woman that's going to be the same as she's looking for you as a man to be the same. She wants you to be a man of wisdom all the time. Right? She wants you to wear all the hats but still be a man of wisdom. Chef, wisdom. Chauffeur, wisdom. Mechanic, wisdom. Carpenter, wisdom. She wants you to do all that and use wisdom. But we want the same things. Right? Wife, wisdom. Cook, wisdom. Baby, I don't want to call a woman a babysitter to her own kids, but you know, mother, wisdom, right? It should all be the same. So she's not tossed about by every cultural wave or fleeting trend or emotional whim. Her mind is disciplined. And then Paul goes into this. What does he go into? Not with broided hair or gold or pearls or costly array. Now, the reason why I'm just touching this light, because I'm going to come back to this, right? But what is Paul going into? He's not saying, obviously, don't groom yourself. That's crazy. Don't do your hair. But your hair shouldn't be your adornment. I got my hair did, so now I'm unstoppable. Or I got my nails on, so guess what? Y'all can't tell me nothing. Or I got my smell goods on, so guess what? Now I'm the head BITTH, HBIC in charge. No, a woman with her hair done, that's supposed to add to her beauty. But if she don't get her hair did that day, or that time, or whatever, she's not less of a woman, and she's not acting like it. You're not making it about the outward, right? So her ultimate statement must not be calculated in extravagance. It's not about the extravagance, right? Vanity or fleshly display designed to extract worldly reaction. Because what are you trying to react? What reactions are you trying to get? And that's what a man would have to ask himself about this woman. Who is she trying to get to react to her? You or everybody else? I think that's a fair question. Her primary jewelry is her character and her good works. A godly woman desires to be noticed for her reverence and righteousness, not her flesh. Right? And then you know I got questions. Remember I put some questions in the chat last week? About does anybody remember I did that? All right, chat, where we at? Boom, I'm just gonna throw these inside the thing. I'm gonna throw these inside the chat. Y'all could look at them. All you gotta do is go back to the end of last class and you'll see the questions I put in there. Right? But these are some healthy questions. Very healthy. Right? They're good questions that could be asked in a relationship that's present. Any questions on what we went over so far? I know it'll be a lot. I'm not trying to make it these 2.5 hour classes, but questions or interjections. I low energy. So those are the questions. Y'all can look at them at your discretion. Are they bad questions?
No.
What is the primary message of her outward? What is the primary message of her outward presentation? Damn. Does her style reflect a quiet reverence for the Most High and modesty, or does it signal a desperate demand for human applause and validation? What is her relationship with hard work? Is she self-motivated, resourceful, diligent, or does she expect ease, entitlement, and constant pampering? I mean, I think they're fair questions. So, without dragging this out, that was session 2. We will be back next week for session 3. Don?
Time.
All right. I hope somebody's taking some value in it.
What time?
But yeah, no, truthfully, with that, we definitely thank everybody for joining us. Remember, if you want to help out the school in any way, any alms, just go into the description of the video. The Cash App, the Cash App, the Welsfargo, the Zelle are there, right? If you want to help out with anything with the school, we definitely appreciate it. We definitely need it. Because, yeah, I know everybody's going through it. Everybody's getting hit financially, right? Gas prices is crazy. Everything's crazy, right? But again, if you can help out, we definitely appreciate it. We do got the feast day coming up, September the 10th. What day is that? What actual day is that? Is it Thursday?
Yeah, it's a Thursday.
Thursday, okay, so, I know, who does class that day, VA? They're more than likely not gonna do class that day, so there won't be class that Thursday at all from us. And then we got this feast days coming up after that, right, so we'll announce them, just stay tuned. And yeah, we will see you guys back live on Saturday, Don?
All right.
All right, with that, let's say shalom.
Shalom.